Wakanda, a land of tradition, mystery, and unmatched power. We all know the Dora Milaje, Wakanda's elite royal guard, and many of us are becoming familiar with the Midnight Angels, but few know about Wakanda's most secretive and feared force, the Hatut Zeraze. The name means dogs of war in Wakandan, and that's exactly what they are. But who are they really? Why were they created? And how did they become both heroes and outlaws in Wakanda's history? Let's dive deep into the shadows of Wakanda and uncover the truth behind the Hatut Zaraze, Wakanda's most dangerous warriors. The origins of the Hatut Zaraze. While the Dora Milaje are noble and ceremonial, the Hatut Zeraze were built for one thing: results. Their origins date back to the comics during the era of King T'Chaka, T'Challa's father. As king, T'Chaka believed that some threats required brutal answers, so he authorized the creation of a covert strike force, a black ops unit with no rules and no mercy, the Hatut Zeraze. These warriors operated outside the traditional laws of Wakanda. They spied, assassinated, and used torture, things that went against Wakandan principles, but were deemed necessary to protect the nation from external and internal threats. They were a necessary evil until they went too far. Led by Hunter, the White Wolf. Now here's where things get really interesting. In the comics, the Hatut Zeraze were led by Hunter, also known as the White Wolf. He was adopted into the royal family after his parents died in a plane crash near Wakanda. Hunter was raised as a Wakandan, but never fully accepted. He was an outsider, white-skinned with a foreign past. He loved Wakanda more than anything, but always felt like he had something to prove. That hunger led him to become the leader of the Hatut Zeraze. He turned the Dogs of War into a fiercely loyal, highly trained secret police. They were efficient, they were deadly, and they were feared. But when T'Challa became king, he shut them down. Why? Because T'Challa believed that Wakanda shouldn't rule through fear. He believed in honor, in diplomacy, in restraint. And so, the Hatut Zeraze were disbanded, but not destroyed. They fled Wakanda, becoming mercenaries and sometimes even enemies of the throne. Now let's talk about the MCU. The Hatut Zeraze haven't been fully introduced yet, but they're coming. We got our first real tease in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier when Io called Bucky White Wolf. In the comics, that name belongs to Hunter, the leader of the Hatut Zeraze. In Black Panther Wakanda Forever, we still don't see the Hatut Zeraze in action, but their influence is starting to creep in. With Wakanda dealing with external threats, internal politics, and the loss of T'Challa, it's only a matter of time before the new leadership considers reviving their Dogs of War. And let's not forget, in the comics, the Hatut Zeraze eventually returned to Wakanda under T'Challa's rule, but they do it their own way, still operating in the shadows, still willing to do what the Dora Milaje can't. How dangerous are the Hatut Zeraze? These aren't your average warriors. In the comics, the Hatut Zeraze have been shown to possess advanced Wakandan tech, stealth suits, and even their own aircraft. Each member is trained in hand-to-hand combat, espionage, sabotage, and psychological warfare. They can infiltrate governments, they can take down dictators, and if ordered, they can eliminate anyone, even a king. Paraphernalia and standard equipment. Vibranium weave tactical armor. Their signature all-white armor is laced with vibranium mesh, making it both bullet-resistant and shock-absorbent. Unlike the Dora's traditional red and gold, the Hatut Zeraze wear stark white to reflect their role as ghosts in the snow, cold, silent, and deadly. Sound-dampening boots. Wakandan tech allows them to move in absolute silence, essential for infiltration missions and close-quarters stealth kills. Energy darts and blades. The Hatut Zeraze favor retractable vibranium daggers and wrist-mounted energy darts, compact and lethal. These allow them to kill quickly without attracting attention. Cloaking devices. Some units are equipped with cloaking tech for full optical camouflage. Think of it as Predator-style invisibility, adapted to Wakandan standards. Advanced communication systems. Using bone conduction audio tech, they can speak to one another telepathically in the field without uttering a sound. Perfect for coordinated silent strikes. Stealth aircraft. The Hatut Zeraze also have access to their own advanced ships, designed for undetected global travel. These craft allow them to cross continents, strike targets, and vanish into the night, all without ever revealing Wakanda's presence. In short, they are Wakanda's version of the CIA, MI6, and the Winter Soldier, all rolled into one. Could the Hatut Zeraze return in the MCU? Let's speculate. With Namor now on Wakanda's radar, with Riri Williams bringing American attention back to Vibranium, with threats coming from Latveria, or even Doom himself. Wakanda may need the Hatut Zaraze more than ever, and who could lead them? Will Bucky Barnes officially take on the mantle of the White Wolf and lead the unit? Or will the MCU introduce Hunter, a rival to Shuri perhaps, with a vision for Wakanda's survival rooted in control and force? Imagine a civil war not just between philosophies, but between armies, the Dora Milaje, the Midnight Angels, and the Hatut Zeraze. Now that would be a Wakandan war worth watching. The Hatut Zeraze are the ghosts in Wakanda's closet. They are warriors forged in secrecy, trained for brutality, and devoted to protecting their homeland at all costs. They are not heroes. They are not villains. They are the line Wakanda prays it never has to cross, but keeps ready in case it must. So what do you think? Should the Hatut Zeraze return in the MCU? Could Bucky Barnes become the White Wolf and lead them? Or will we see Hunter enter the game and challenge Wakanda's throne? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the Marvel Universe.